player we're still waiting for on Colgate Gummies.
Are we waiting for him? Are we? How long for him?
Anna is oh, Anna came back. Okay. Looks like all the players are ready.
Oh, looks like
Man, we're starting it up. All right. Colgate Gummies might try to ban out the same things. They might want to get that Kais off the table this time, though. Especially since they're on blue side, they'll actually be able to play through bot a little bit more. Or at least play their jungle through bot. Riven getting off the table, it was pretty crucial for the last couple fights, but I don't really know what he was doing. Maybe they're just afraid that Stringbean will snap into it and actually put the Riven in the fights. Definitely did absorb a lot of the pressure from 90 Zoe, though. That was kind of unexpected.
He played it really well last game, the Riven, so I'm not surprised they
Aurelia
just don't want to deal with it.
I think last ban they're gonna have to go with either an ADC or support.
Are they gonna ban Zoe?
And they're gonna ban the Draven again, leaving the Kaisa open. Unless they want to first pick it.
They do ban
I don't know if 90 picks that. So, Enrique pretty much forced to go mid at this point. I don't know how good 90 is at Kaisa. They might try to first pick it, just to get it off Captain Narwhal's hands at this point. He did get the pent on it, but they go the Kayn, likely for Annabelle. Kaisa and Graves taken up.
Florsnack's gonna join us later?
Sejuani actually is getting hovered. I would expect the Graves to come through. That's kind of a classic pick for Sai when he plays it well. Sejuani is locked in. Might see a Vel'Koz coming out for Enrique.
We'll see.
The Jinx coming through for 90.
I don't know about that one. I'm not a big Jinx fan. That's just probably more of a personal thing. She's good if she gets ahead, but if she gets behind, it's over.
I am technically a sub for their team, and they're kind of talking about Jinx as like a way to soak up a little bit of aggression in the bot side. But let's see him play it. Kim gets back on his Zillion. Now's the chance to try to ban out some more of Enrique's pick. Or pick. The Vel'Koz coming up from Ben Sama would be a very cuck, but the Braum is coming through for Stringbean. Not as aggressive as he usually plays, but still can make some plays. Yeah, it is a good way to counter that.
Yeah.
Still kind of aggressive. A-Soul coming through. If they ban A-Soul and Vel'Koz, I wouldn't be too surprised. Malphite was very good in the last few fights there.
They did leave Enrique's pick as well, so they could still switch. 19 might have something else he could play.
I don't think Enrique even has Jinx, but maybe I'm wrong. See the final ban coming out. The Yasuo coming through. Definitely gonna see a Vel'Koz come through somewhere. That's pretty much Enrique's only pick left at this point. Still yet to see what Ethan's gonna come through with.
Clyde. Well, will say that Stringbean has quite the team fight comp right now. Come here, little dog. Hello.
The Vel'Koz coming through as expected. And now, likely just Ethan is the final pick. Kled picked blind, so hope Kelpo has something to do with it. The Urgot coming through again. He was actually playing pretty well on Urgot, even from a 10k gold lead, being a catalyst for a lot of those fights that kept him in the game. And the Jarvan.
Definitely a big team fight comp for them.
Jarvan mid.
But some on these aggressive AD mid laners. Not even assassins, just bruisers. I guess pure AD, Jarvan's pretty much an assassin though.
Pretty interesting matchup for Enrique. I don't think can't even really theorycraft yet.
He just has to make sure he doesn't get behind. If he gets behind, it's pretty much over for him. Other than that, if he just pokes out Jarvan, doesn't die, then it'll be good.
Narwhal does get the Kai'Sa again. Got a pent on him last game. See if he can repeat the same thing this game. Now we're just waiting for the spectator to like.
We'll see what happens. Colgate definitely needs to look at those dragons more. They didn't get one last game.
Complete shutout. They didn't even get to really contest almost any of them.
No.
They didn't even start any of them.
The first three, I think, were just soloed by Trundle and Shaw. Yeah.
This time they have the Sejuani. Not good. Not as good as summoning the dragons. Yeah, if even possible at all. So. But they are on red side this game, so they can kind of afford to take those picks that can't really do that much with Dragon on their own because they have more priority on there. I think Stringbean definitely has a little bit more cohesiveness on their team comp in order of like doing things as a team.
The last 3 games I've seen from them have been really good. Use the restroom before the game starts up. Be right back.
See if Ethan can take some of that early game lead that he was trying to get last game, except bringing into late game a little bit more, mid game actually, and really just be able to play around those objectives more. Get some more vision from the entire team, really. Both teams have their winning conditions. And I'm just gonna get myself set up a little bit better myself too.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Fade coming out from Stringbean right now with the Braum, very strong. I don't think they know it's coming yet. Let's see if they stop in this brush or they come out. Stop in the brush. This could be bad. Hopefully they stay still and they don't try to go any farther.
Colgate definitely wants to get some kills around that bot side pretty early. Get that Kane yanking a lot.
Don't know if they just saw Clud there. Oh, they're gonna see him now.
Minions have spawned.
Ooh, thank you.
That Kane could become pretty big force to reckon with if they end up shutting down some major carries on the side of Stringbean. Just matters how efficiently they're going to be able to do that.
Let's hope he doesn't go blue Kane.
Yeah, that's pretty much not even a champion at that point.
Especially against
Kane.
Against Kane invading. Trying to take the red
Kane
away.
Sejuani definitely a lot of a better matchup for the Kane in this case. We saw last game Sai coming through with a pretty aggressive Trundle, kind of outplaying the matchup, but just by being there really. Kane gonna take the Raptors. We're gonna see what happens here. Sai's in the same place.
Uh-oh. But he doesn't know. He doesn't know!
He doesn't even know. He tried to go for the scuttle or vision. And it looks like Kane's just gonna get out of this for free. He's just gonna dash through the wall and be out. Alright. Pretty good invade for the Kane coming through in the early game, shutting down a lot of that early gold for. And he's gonna try to get this scuttle too. He's shutting down basically every single opportunity
if he gets
that
this,
Sai will have.
Doesn't steal it, then Sai's gonna be very far behind. Ooh.
That is so handicapping for Sai at this point.
Yep.
His whole red side is gone except for Krugs.
Yep, and he didn't even farm his blue side, so he wasted a lot of time.
And now blue's starting to push up some. Or bot's starting to push up on blue side. Sai's making his way to take his small camps on blue. Lanes are pushing pretty well for everybody on Colgate right now. A little bit of a farm advantage coming through for Ethan and Enrique, but it's a little bit early to tell if any of that's actually going to matter at this point. Major lead in the jungle though for Colgate. A really good play coming through from Anna to take the entire red side and the scuttle. And now he gets his own red side now.
Yeah, right now he's 2 levels up on Sejuani already.
Doubling Sejuani's farm at least.
He's
pretty hard to do things in this early game, and that's exactly what they really wanted for this team comp, is just to get this Kane roaming, doing plays early, and then they can get some faith in their laners to get ahead. So there is a play coming down bot side now. Looks like they're going to send up Kimball, and that's first blood coming out pretty free for Stringbean and crew. Sai not even needed.
Should push this guy straight to straight to Dragon. It looks like they're going to.
4.5 minutes in the game. First blood and a dragon.
That Ocean Dragon's gonna be huge for them early. Especially for like Jarvan mid against that Valkaz. Can't get poked out as much. Even for Clegg, I was getting poked out.
Really good play coming out from the bot side.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Basically accounting for the entire farm difference play that happened top. Gummies might have to struggle back into elite at this. There's a fight going on over the Raptors again, and Anna steals the big one.
Just a bully inside right now.
Even from losing a play bot, Anna continues to take everything she can from Size Jungle, making sure he's not even a champion until late game. He's gonna spot the ward, go over and take it. Enrique gets all the gold, really. Actually, 2. 10 and 10. He's gonna do a small trade for this cannon, and it looks like he's getting the best of it.
Surprised
Spiral is
dashed in right there.
Yeah, that was a.
Interesting.
Maybe he thought that Sejuani was closer.
Look at the mount back fairly fast.
Kane's in kind of a bad place here. He's gonna get out, but does lose the scuttle. At least probably. Oh, gets the smite? No.
No, he
I
didn't
got
steal
it.
it.
Bot side for Stringbean is starting to push into blue tower, though. This is definitely where the Kane wants it at this point. Not a whole lot of stuff that's going to happen top side right now. Looks like Kane's going to try to get something mid.
He can get
Too
to
far
the
out.
wall with that E.
I would probably start heading bot as Kane right now, instead of taking the Raptors, because now they're trying to set up some vision, and they're just completely roaming out. Now the wave is starting to push to red side, so pretty much all opportunity lost there for a Kane gank, at least for a few minutes. And they look like they want to collapse on Kane now, as E is down. But he's going to get out easy peasy. Just 30 gold given to Stringbean. Waves crashing in the tower. They look like they're going to lose a lot of farm there. Narwhal not there to pick up pretty much everything except for the casters. But they are at 10 gold lead.
Engage coming in.
You know, that's a Targon.
Kimball does not have.
That's a Kimball killed again.
Oh well, it was low.
Kane does come through. That
comes.
a lot of kills being traded here. Stringbean could die.
Let's see if
Sai gets out. Maybe there. Flash coming through for Enrique. And that's
that was a lot of flashes for that. They do
3 for 1 actually. That was very good for the side of.
Going in onto him.
Oh,
no aught for Enrique.
Keep going.
Probably will pick him up here
yeah.
and get that double buff.
No way Enrique can really survive that one.
Pretty bad for him, honestly.
Uses all his abilities and ignite.
Doesn't have flash still. Jarvan still has flash. You can engage on him again once he gets all up.
Not quite sure why Colgate backed off that one. They could have gotten some more damage on that tower. Their bot side was still respawning, and the jungle was pretty much out of the picture. That's kind of where they're gonna find faults in this game. If they keep winning or barely winning these fights and then
top tower, though.
End up just losing their towers. Not a good trade in the slightest. I think Stringbean actually takes off that play.
Pointing
They just
Spartan
said
doesn't
ban
know. Oh, now he does this. See if Clud can get out. Oh, he flips him back towards his tower.
Kled probably
I don't think Clud can win this.
gonna be able to do
Urgot
something.
doesn't have his ult though, so. And says wanting to stop.
Sai is topside, yep. Taking away that vision. 2 people topside. Actually a 3v2. But Kled is backing out. Could try to go for this scuttle. It's gone. Already a lot of early control coming out for Stringbean. But they didn't win the fight early there. Which was already kind of a running theme for last game. Playing the control really well, but not really being able to find the fights that work. Let's see if they can switch that up and really just take a good defeat over Colgate, or if they can really find out how to get that pressure back and get a tie for themselves.
Dragon is spawning. See if a fight breaks out there.
Second dragon. Colgate probably doesn't want to lose this one. End up
So
having a
another
complete
ocean
dragon
break.
shutout. Another ocean.
Don't see
And
any
it goes
kills
for
coming
the Krugs.
Well, they're checking now. We will see the bombs come through. Doubt there will be a steal, but there
That's
might be.
really bad for Colgate.
And they do secure it.
2 Ocean Drake. Kled coming
Oh my
mid.
gosh, that was very interesting interaction right there. Kled just under tower. Looks like Enrique will go down.
And they're probably just gonna get mid tower for that too. Looks like bot side is gonna try to push out the bot for a trade, but
And
they
Ocean
should have been
Drake
doing that like 3-4 minutes ago.
It's very good for Stringbean. Surprise! Yep.
Stringbean
I was gonna
now
say, they should be
2K
going
up.
to Herald, and they
They're
are.
looking for Herald and bot. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, shutting down any possibility of a trade. But they do end up with about 45% health in their bot tower. Bot could probably stay here and absorb some of this pressure. It's only a 3v2.
I don't think he can
The
test it very
Rift
much.
Herald, I don't think he can absorb that much pressure.
Oh.
Sai could go down here though, or actually.
Does get off.
That's a really good play for Stringbean, or not Stringbean, Colgate. And they steal
get
the
their
Rift Herald. And it's actually
Might be able
said
to come back
stolen.
with that.
Is that new? It
Does it
said
say
blue
stolen?
team has stolen the Rift Herald. I don't think I've seen that yet.
It might just be what they call it. Instead of like slaying the dragon, it might just always
Okay.
be as. I think it's usually captured though.
That is a cool feature. If like if a different team starts it, then who finishes
That's
it?
cool if they did.
Kane probably
notice.
gonna fall here. Oh,
Yep.
could come out. Actually,
Coming from
very
Enrique. Oh, he does
clutch
go down.
escape. Does go down from the ignite. Turret mid lane will fall.
Does get away from that.
Now Colgate are starting to pick up some of these towers and kills again. Gold leads back up to only 1k. Sai looking like there's gonna be another fight going on here. No
Forgot
ultimate
to
up
go
from
down.
Enrique though.
Oh, slam dunk.
No chance of winning that at all.
And it looks like 90.
Tier
and-
2
well, we'll get
is
the spot
actually
tower.
very low.
Oh, there he go. They even respond to the Rift Herald, but the Rift Herald will
Go
not.
to third health on
Minions.
that tower. That's actually not that
Minions.
bad for... Yeah, the minions are
Minions.
taking it more.
Minions. Get it, minions.
That
Break
tower
it.
might just go down,
Get
actually.
it, minions.
It's so
One
close.
more caster.
Oh, that's crazy.
MVP
Wow.
Caster minion. Put it on the
One
ballot.
more. Actual MVP. Please put it on the straw poll. Actually, that's insane.
Yeah, caster minion for MVP, guys.
That caster minion finishes off the tower, and now they have a tower lead. It's a really weird play from Stringbean. They decide not to answer the minions until it's too late. And the Rift, actually. That was a 2-in-1 right there. Rift and minion. Rift taking down 2 towers pretty much by himself. And they end up with another tower bot.
Still a very close game.
They get 3 towers off that play. Still very close, though, yeah. Stringbean is still 1k gold up, 1.5k. But they could look to come back through this game with the amount of turret pressure they have right now on the side of Colgate. If they can end up finding some more of these fights so that they can actually win. The Kane has not been much of an appearance for these fights yet. Got a little bit more kill pressure on that Kane, and
Get a bot
be a
fight
very good
now.
team comp here.
People are
It is a
grouping up.
3v4,
5v5. It's going to come.
5v5 almost. Kled does have that ultimate up. This could be a 5v5 really quickly, 15 minutes into the game. Super early team here. Enrique is caught out. He flashes out, and the ult comes through for Enrique.
Fairly early.
Okay,
Does hit.
that's a 3-man knockup.
Oh my word, Jarvan.
Stringbean just killed everybody on the side of Colgate there. Crazy knockup coming in from Ben Sama. That was just a bad position for them to fight in.
Dunked them, my dude.
Almost all 5 of their team was just sitting in the tri-bush.
Comes in
Slight
behind
ult
and
not
gets
even
on top
necessary
of
in that
Jinx
fight.
and into Zillion. Zillion didn't even get to ult that fight. He died instantly. Stringbean doing a good job. Team fighting well. I think that was quite an early ult coming out of Enrique.
Definitely a good play for Stringbean. One of the few fights, the only fight in this series so far where they've really forced it and got out with a really good play on their hand, picking up an extra tower for their trouble. Now they are 4k gold ahead, looking for a dominant win against the sister teams.
Cloud Drake spawning. Might get another team fight.
Definitely looks like Colgate's had enough with losing all these dragons. Of the 7 dragons that have spawned in this series so far, they've lost all 7. But it definitely looks like they're in a position to at least do something about it this time.
Sejuani is low. Urgot does auto. She will go down immediately.
All 5 people here. And now they're forced off of the dragon entirely. But actually,
Doesn't even look like they.
everybody's kind of chasing top.
It looks like
They just go to the dragon anyway, without the jungler. This is definitely a fight that they can win at this. You got 5v3.
Is this the first dragon they'll get? Probably.
That's a free dragon.
It's a Cloud Drake.
If only it would get some better RNG for their dragons, or if they were to play something like that a little bit earlier. Kled looking at topside. Gonna try to get some damage on this tower.
Has his ult, so you can just roll out.
Stringbean splitting up on the map. Trying to play this pressure. Kled could go down here if they collapse hard enough.
Probably just ult away.
Only if he actually uses his ult. Can't use his ult anymore, he doesn't have it. And Kled just goes down.
Interesting.
Should have definitely used his ult there before anything
Or just not
went
turn.
wrong.
One or the other.
Yeah. Just straight up run away or use the ult before your Skarl gets out of there. Stringbean setting up vision topside. Getting some early pressure on this Baron before it even spawns. But it was the Baron pit not even 10 minutes ago where they lost the Rift Herald and ended up losing 3 towers from the same play. So
Yet they're still ahead.
they're still ahead, but not by much. Proportionally, they're ahead by about as much as they were last game. At the end of it. Well, near the end of it.
Problem guys is just sitting in the brush. I don't know what they're expecting to come, but
Scuttle is coming through for the Baron pit.
Kled might get cut out again here.
Kled's gonna ult out. A little bit more scary for Kled this time, though. Risk giving the kill to the bot side. And they're really the people that can do a whole lot with that gold right now. Urgot, even Kane is already pretty ahead in their matchup, so would be pretty devastating for the players that haven't really had their shot at it yet to get it at that point. Especially the 1-3-1 Enrique's Vel'Koz hasn't really been able to do anything in this game yet. Is still being on top of it though, as coming up to 3 items completed.
Ugh.
Definitely liking Colgate's vision a bit more in this game, although it's not perfect yet. Kim ending up with a bit more vision score than Stringbean right now. Pretty much a jungler difference. And it looks like Benstam is just going to get out of there for free on the blast cone. Comes through to get some idea what's going on. That's a smart move from Anna to move the red out. And then Captain Narwhal can't get anything. Does get tagged by that. Will just clip through the wall and get out of there pretty safe. All 5 people for Stringbean in this mid side. Bensama clearing some wards, looking for a flank soon. Idea is gonna go reward that area though. And they're going for Baron now. Or they're going to go bait it. Some pings coming out for help on Baron.
Is bot. He has no TP, so.
Looks like Anna did end up going Rost. They could have chased for Sai. Looks like their pressure on this Baron is pretty much just gonna fizzle out for now. The rest of the team leaves to go push other things. Kelpo does have TP up. Be a lot better for him to go bot instead of Bensama. I think that's a running gaffe for their team comp, is send the mid laner that should be in the fights to go split push.
Ooh,
And Enrique is left caught out again. He does have the Zillion ult. He will get out of this pretty fine. 3-man stun from that. That's a
Oh my.
Jinx spell coming through. That's a good play right there. I was about to say it was kind of a bad ult to do there, but choke point, get them forced out of there. Can't really take the Baron for much longer, and then I heard the Jinx ult, so all around a pretty good answer from Colgate, and it looks like they're starting up the Baron for themselves, or at least baiting it. Could end up killing Bensama here. He should have dashed earlier, probably could have gotten that. The Kane is looking for something. They're just gonna get off the the Zillion ult was really needed in that case. Enrique does have ult up. This could be good for them. Oh,
Fanclub goes in.
and
He doesn't
Enrique
have
is
ult.
dead.
A lot of damage though.
There's a lot of. Everybody's pretty low though. The Jinx could pop off here. Everybody's
Big fear
super
coming
low.
out.
This is a very good fight for Stringbean to push on, or not Stringbean. Colgate Gummies.
Very nice. Gets 3 of them.
That's
Good
a
Baron off of
3
this.
for 1. They could Baron on that. Sai is low enough to not really be able to do
They might
much
chase
right now.
down Sejuani here. They do see her.
Chase down for the secure. Good play.
This is the knockout.
W did not land.
Mighty Spartan.
Ethan might die to the Baron actually. Someone's got to tank that one, and they're just gonna pick up the Baron off the botched mid play from Stringbean.
Sai might just
Sai
go in
is
and try.
gaining a lot of health here. He could try to do something about this. 3,000 health.
Probably will. Let's see if he can steal it.
He doesn't have the smite as good, but it looks like okay, just barely. Kane gets it.
Jarvan is pushing bot.
Jarvan
not-
pushes out bot. Wave is getting answered by Enrique.
Very big by Colgate.
Let have the Baron buff. Only a
Gold, almost
3k
even
gold
again.
lead now. Yeah, 2k.
2k. Nope. Less than 2k.
Back to being a very even game. But it looks like Stringbean is doing a pretty good job keeping these waves under into their base so that there's not really too much that they can do to push this out yet.
Jinx is getting her items. She hasn't died. Well, very much. It's gonna be more scary in this fight. Jarvan's definitely gonna have to one-shot her.
Jinx and Urgot both with 1 death each. In a game where this time around they don't have the kill lead like last game, they are holding on very well. This Urgot could prove to be pretty useful, but Ethan has been flamed before for being a KDA player, quote unquote. So
No point in being a KDA player. Just engage. Know that you're gonna die. Feels good.
does have a lot of kill participation though, 10 out of 12. That's a lot, and was pretty instrumental in that last fight where Colgate really got back into the game by taking 3 kills mid. Basically ruptured their entire team with his ult. Sai comes in, whips the ultimate, taking some X-Smithy lessons, but
Looks like
Kane
Ana will
will probably fall.
He will heal up.
Not a whole lot to do from the King here. A good knockup from Enrique coming through.
TP coming in
There's a
behind.
ton of stuff going on, and Kane
This
will
is
get out. Ethan
clown
coming in on the
fiesta
backside with the
fight.
TP might be able to get Stringbean here,
Stringbean is
and
off.
this is just
Can he get him low
a
enough?
lost
Oh,
fight
they do get him low enough.
for Stringbean
They
here.
still have Baron, so they can push. They'll probably
One
get this
for
inhibitor.
1 for 0. They're probably gonna get an inhibitor here. They could even look to end out the game. They have a team fight advantage right now. Not a whole lot was used that. Actually, none of
They
their
have a lot of
ults.
minions. They could definitely push for the end here.
They could try to end.
15 seconds.
Ben Sama looking for an ultimate, gonna come in, get the
He is
ultimate
low.
on 3
This could be
carries
all down.
actually, wow.
Does go
Okay,
down.
Kim is dead, but he does go down in the process. Captain Narwhal's gonna die. I think it's over actually. It's only a 3v2, or 4v2, they can't really do anything about this.
Jinx is just
And
getting free
Colgate
autos.
Gummy does come back with a very good last couple minutes of this game to finish it out and come through with a tie.
That has no health left.
The battle of the better sister teams still is
Wow.
unfinished. We come through with a tie between
GG.
Colgate Gummies and Stringbean.
Push a little too far. Threw at both the Rift-tailed, and then they threw after they won the team fight.
Showing their strengths and weaknesses off, though, I think, in their respective games. Really good comeback from Colgate Gummies in this game.
Ba-ba-ba. Nice damage by Urgot and Jinx.
8, 1, and 7 from the Urgot. 4, 1, and 10 from 90. Very good game from the top bot duo here. Really shutting out a ton of those team fights. Are there any interviews going on? What's the
No, it's
protocol
tie
on that?
game. You want one person from each team. If someone from a team wants to be interviewed, just join in the Drag Me In.
And then drag me in.
There's a lot of people joining Drag Me In.
Wow. Well, I mean, it is a pretty hype game. They probably got a lot to say this. This is entirely the Colgate Gummies roster here, other than Kim. Kim's looking a little bit disappointed for that one, maybe.
I have no idea. Let me ask them.
I think we should get Ethan here.
No. All right. All right.
Hey,
All
Uh-huh.
right. The
Some
voice
good
of
games.
reason. All right. Yeah, no, those are tough games. I'm going to say this right now. Stringbean 5 mind fucked us game 1. I will be 100% honest with that. The fact that they had Ben Sama mid, we had a feeling they were going to play Ribbon, but we weren't sure if he was actually committed to it. Them giving Zoe away on purpose, and even if you didn't, let's pretend you did, whatever, I don't care, was really smart. Just straight out smart. 90 could not do anything really to press his early advantages, so I 100% give game 1 to Stringbean Fanclub. They had literally
Wait. Ethan.
better comp.
Ethan.
What?
Game 1 draft aside, who made the decision to bring, was it like 3 or 4 people bot when they were going Baron? Who made that decision?
Oh no, that game we were really struggling. I don't even remember.
So okay.
Yeah, that was literally Inting. No, that game was played terribly. Second game, on the other hand, was a wake up call, and we had a feeling that Teddy
Very
was
good
gonna.
comeback plays.
Yeah, no. We had a feeling that Teddy was gonna pick Kled, so we allowed it because it was just like, all right, if we ban Malphite, he doesn't really have that good utility, and then we're forcing him onto a carry, and I know Teddy enough to know that he's just gonna not really. He's gonna be greedy. He's gonna use his TP to split push, and that works if his team is doing well. And it was working for a bit, but eventually to the point where my champion Urgot, which by the way, people should ban this champion Soku. This champ's fucking nuts. And it happened.
Urgot is broken.
Swearing.
No, it even is swearing. Eat
You're
poo.
getting fined, Ethan. Sorry.
Yeah. So in game 1, this was like a good example. Ryan hooked me as I was executing. I forgot who it was, and I just did like an AOE fear bomb. The team fight where we got 3 people was like the perfect example. Like I got 3 people feared, and team fight was 1. We got Baron, and it was really obnoxious.
All right, Sai's in here. I want to get Sai to talk for a second. Who's the better sister team?
are you asking me?
Yeah, who's the better sister team?
I think Streaming Fan Club is the better team. I think the first game we just stomped. We rolled them over. We used our early leads, just snowballed off that. Second game, we had the early lead. We did not use it right. I think we drafted a bit wrong. Fix that up. Bring it back next time. Bring it back in playoffs. Championship game, we'll tear it up.
All right, I'll let Ethan continue what he was saying earlier.
No, I was gonna say fucking. I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. Fuck, I forgot. I mean, yeah, no, that the players that they put for each position was, in my opinion, like the more superior thing. Like nothing against Nia, but like Ben Sama has a lot of wacky picks that throws us off. And another thing is, like, because of that, and because of like we were preparing for like playing against Neo, so we're preparing for more mages. We weren't really sure how to handle it, and that's one of the biggest things in all competitive games. A good example would be when FlyQuest pulled out Mordekaiser bot lane, and they literally won a game because nobody knew how to play against it. The element of surprise really was in the favor of Stringbean Fanclub, and I kudos to them. That.
Can we get Ryan in
really
here?
good way.
Let me drag Ryan in this bitch.
Ryan's passing the booth.
Ryan's
Ryan.
passing. Ryan has passed.
I can't stand. So yeah.
Anybody from Stringbean want to get in here?
You can pull 90 in here, or Nia in here.
One
I
thing
mostly want to know what was going on with putting the mid laner in split push.
No, that
First
was
game or the second game?
the first
both.
game.
It
That was
worked in the first game.
it worked in the first game. Second game, like one thing that I noticed, like regardless, like our team is actually just better team fighters. That's one thing I've noticed, like for a fact.
Definitely.
No,
Like,
even though
individually?
Not even as the comps.
5v5, any champion, we would do better. Even in the first game, when you guys literally could have ended at 30 minutes, we were holding
Ryan
out
wants
and
to
we're
get
doing
dragged
better
in.
team fights.
Ryan wants to get dragged in.
That's
Get Ryan in here. It was definitely
Which was
Stringbean Fan Club was much better at playing the map, but
yeah,
but Gummies was a lot better with the fights.
yeah.
Who's
That's exactly what I want to say.
String
Thank
bean?
you, this. That's I will admit they were better
Okay.
macro.
Oh my god, thank God. I was in the wrong call.
Oh, you had Venom, no hands player.
No
Alright,
hands player.
I don't got a
Venom.
lot of time. What do you guys want now?
Flame some people.
Alright, you want to hear some flame? Ethan,
Let's
if your
hear some
team
flame.
picked not garbage champs, you'd probably 2-0 us.
Not garbage champs.
Damn.
Are you talking about the first game or second game?
Both.
Dude,
Let me
Urgot-
run through it. I don't care about no Urgot. I'm talking about the rest of your team. So let's look at game one. Alright. I'll pick it apart for you, champ select. Gragas, Zillion,
we hate
yeah,
that.
and Varus. That was okay.
Yeah,
Game
no,
two. Game two, you guys won it, but that Kane Zillion also did absolutely nothing. So I probably would have went for something else.
I won't say that.
That's not even BM. That's just like, I mean, maybe it
like,
is
you're
BM,
not-
but
No. It's like it's your opinion. That's fine, but like the Zillion actually is like, I'm telling you right now, Zillion's pretty good. Like the first game, we just executed poorly. Gragas, you're right.
I
Gragas
feel
was
like it did
terrible.
nothing out of laning phase, especially the first game.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I was looking for the Twisted Fate support. I was preparing for it.
Dude, if we did a for fun game, you definitely would have saw it.
Speaking of that, why didn't we do that?
Because the first game was good.
The
Okay.
first game was good and fun. Then the second game, we definitely didn't want to fuck around. And
Okay.
then, I mean,
Is
yeah,
Narwhal here at all? I want to ask about
Michael?
that Panther.
that
He left. I think.
Yeah.
What were the comms like for that Penta?
They were probably like the opposite of what you expected. We're like, oh, we won. Nice.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. I
We were
mean,
just-
that's how it went with our when 90 got a penta. We're just like, wait, is this a penta? And then like he got a penta. I'm like, oh, okay. And then we were talking about more how Enrique inted into the turret more than 90 getting a penta.
A minting?
Yo, real talk. Did any of you expect us to end after getting Ryan?
Kinda.
We knew we were losing
Yeah.
towers.
Yeah, no, I'm saying is, did you expect us to end like right there?
Well, once we
I
started
think I
walking
called pretty
past him,
early.
I expected
Yeah,
it.
no. Biz was the only one who noticed because I was making the call because everyone was like worried, like, no, we're gonna do the casual, take the inhibitor and go top or something, and I was like, no, fucking end, and then everyone just committed.
Yeah, like I saw a huge wave. All 4 people are there, or actually 5 people and 4 people. It was a pretty easy end right
Yeah, even if Jarvan ulted, it was like he gets blown up and then Kaisa. Like, I'm actually shocked that the fucking Urgot did like too much damage, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. Grab 90.
We
Guy
should grab
doesn't
Matt in here
talk.
and ask him ways.
No.
griefing.
I will be his voice
Then why's he got to be in here?
because he wants to talk about things.
He doesn't talk.
All right, 90. How is that game going on your side?
All right, I will be the voice for 90.
No. Let's hear him talk. 90. What was going on? What was going in your head when you entered every game? I'm just kidding. Well, okay. Very good Jinx plays.
Tell Bismuth that I'm using telepathy. I'm reading that word for word.
Dude, that's crazy. Verbatim telepathy.
All right, 90. What else? Go kill you. What are we even talking about? 90, what are your thoughts on the game? What do you think we can improve?
Hold on. What was the theory behind the Jinx? Why Jinx against
So
their
that's all he
bot lane?
plays.
Because I was
That's
hearing
the
about it.
No. I can even say this for 90. We knew that, like, okay, if we ban Draven, we're giving out Kaisa, but Jinx is another hyper carry that does as well, if not better than Kaisa. So
Okay, guys, I think we
and
are.
Jinx is great. No, don't end this fucking stream. I own this stream.
Why did you not ban Kaisa either game? That's like extremely ballsy.
It's because we were going for another hyper carry. Like I said this to Sai. I don't know if you're listening, but I said it was like 200 IQ for you to purposely give us.
I mean, for future
Zoe.
reference, Varus will not outcarry Kaisa in any way,
Yeah,
but
no,
Jinx
I know.
might. That's how that goes.
And Jinx did in the
Yeah,
game.
they were good.
In the
We
game.
are ending the stream. We can't. They're gonna talk about the game for a couple hours. So
Coming through with a tie in the
coming through with a
sister
tie.
matchup of the century. Both 80 carries with the penta.
They were good games. Close. Stringbean should have had game 2 in my opinion, but good comeback by Colgate.
Yeah, their
Teams have
team
definitely
fighting
gotten
was
stronger since the beginning of the season.
their team fights weren't all that good for first and second.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, Matt, for flaming me.
See you, everyone.